Welcome to Yerba Talks.
Welcome to the Aftershow. I am Max. This is Cat, aka El Gato. And today we had a debate between our friend Leophilius and WifiGospel. It was interesting, fun. It went up and down. Alrighty, let me get you peeps the link. Hopefully Leo is up to staying for a little while and coming to hang out. Some derpling called Jesus Christ something said that they would come on and lecture me. Love that. All right, before we dive right in, make sure to do the social thing is like, share, subscribe, send this to a friend, send this to your significant other, go to the corner, yes, the corner of your screen, and you subscribe to Yerba Talks. And that way we can show the love for the channel. Oh, there it is. We have a derpling in our midst. All right. Give me 1 second. There we go. We have the first of our friends here. Hey, Billy, how you doing?
Hey, hold on a second. Hey. I gotta mute. Okay.
Dude, the other day you were all clean shaved and now you're all puffed up again. Your beard grows like a freaking plant.
Yeah, I'm hoping it grows fast, but I don't know. Yeah, we'll see.
All right.
Thanks, though. Yeah.
Okay. So we had a debate between Leo and WifiGospel. It went down super the philosophical route, which not too fan of. But then when Leo started doing his questioning, right? He made some great points. I think they could have been reinforced with some Bible verses, and I'll bring it back when we talk about it. That I'll bring some up because he could have really reinforced the point. And I'll give you a tidbit. There are verses in the Bible that say, there's many of them, that God creates people that are destined for hell. He creates people that have no other choice, that are going to hell no matter what. And that would have seriously reinforced his point, but we'll get to that later. All right, WifiGospel's opening, Billy. Thoughts?
Well, I have an argument. I had pizza tonight. Pizza is good. Therefore, I have a justified true belief that God created pizza. Therefore, I'm certain that God is infallible. That's like he doesn't even have an argument. He's just like trying to play like semantical games, like about certainty and like that. But that didn't happen in the opening. But yeah, like he didn't actually make an argument for God, and he was just trying to prove like things like infallibility and like I don't think like that really matters when like if you don't even believe in God or there's no evidence for God, why would you even care about being God being infallible if you aren't able to show any evidence for God? And there was no evidence provided in the opening for God at all.
Right.
Or even the Christian God, even like it was more like he could have been arguing for deism more than anything, or like.
Yeah, that's what happened in my debate the other day. Like, how the hell do you tie it back? And the thing that I noticed is that he said many times, and I don't know why Leo didn't pounce on that. He just said, oh, the only way to justify this is with revelationary theism. It's like, what the hell makes you say that? Like, what is that claim? So yeah, it was weird. It was a weird opening. The whole you can't have knowledge. But again, WifiGospel did a debate on whether Jesus fulfilled prophecy, and he didn't talk about a single prophecy the whole debate. So he's not the best. He's not the best.
He just likes to do philosophical, like semantic rhetoric that doesn't really prove anything or show evidence for anything. I should say, not proving it. It's not about proving stuff, but like even have evidence for something.
Sorry, booty call.
I had a call during debate too, so I missed Leo's opening. Not a booty call though, sadly.
Ah, damn. We have Iron Horse. You are the pathological liar, you dumbass.
Hey, I have to give him credit though. At least he looks more clean with the trimmed beard.
That is true.
It
He doesn't
nice.
look like a fucking hobo
And the hair.
anymore. Well,
It was nice.
he does look like a hobo. He looks less.
I told him to trim his beard last time too. I saw him, so I'm glad he realized that it was time. Good job though.
Oh, Rusty Donkey has one account and is still light years ahead of every dumbass. I literally obliterated you when you came to the after show so hard that you rage quit, moron. And Jesus, come on, click the link is right there, top of the side chat. Click it. All right, so Leo's opening. It was fair. Well, I wasn't blown away. It was fair. I think he made some points. Just that my personal preference would have been, this would have gone a lot nicer with a little bow, with some biblical quotes and some that. But that's probably my personal preference and my debate style and so on. And it really triggers Christians when you bring up the Bible, because they don't like to read the Bible. They like to yap and philosophize and whatever. But my point is that they don't start being Christians because of the philosophy. That is all just copium. That is just copium that they developed after, because the book makes absolutely no fucking sense. So that's why they have, for example, the church fathers and endless streams of writings of books about how to cope with the fact that this motherfucking book, because it's written and thought out by humans without any involvement of any kind of deity, is just full of contradictions, full of morally reprehensible stuff, and it's just bullshit all around. And that's why we have 2,000 years of Christian cope.
And they had to take books out because they realized that they hurt their claims. And I think Gnostics have a better point of view, even though it's a heresy.
Yep.
I think it's better.
The Gnostics,
a better point of view.
The Gnostics, you have the Marcionites, you have a bunch of heretical sects, and then you have the funny, like, you know that the best gospels are the ones that are non-canonical. For example, the infancy gospel of Thomas, where Jesus kills a little kid, kills his teacher, and then revives them and so on. There's the gospel of Peter, in which when they go to the tomb, a giant Christ walks out, and behind him a giant walking, talking cross. So those are the gospels that we want to read, not of this bullshit about a Jew going around saying, I'm the king, and then the Romans just executing him.
And also, why isn't the book of Enoch in there, considering they mentioned Enoch and say that he went to heaven with God, but yet they don't use his book in the Bible for some reason?
Yes, because it's it has some a little bit of heretical claims. So that's why let's put us like there we go. That's better. It has just a little bit of heretical claims. That's why they don't use it. All right, so yeah, Leo's opening was fine. I think Jesus Christ Resurrected says Wi-Fi 1. Why don't you click the link and come tell us all about it? I
You
don't
mean he's
read
in?
the dumbass, Iron Horse. I don't read the King James, dummy, dumb fuck.
I read that one. But it's because I'm a sucker for the King James, I guess.
It's one of the worst translations from the standpoint of the meaning and so on. I mean, and it clearly has political things behind it. That's why it is the way it is. So, yeah, no, don't read the KJV. Read the NIV, the NIV update, some of the better translations. So yeah, I think that, like Leo said, naturalism actually explains. And the only when they went into the open discussion, it's all about defining like bullshit, like truth and so on. And it's like, dude, we have justification for all of that. The fact that you just don't accept it is absolutely meaningless, right?
Yeah, we can use empirical evidence, like Leo was trying to say with the electromagnetism from the sun. We can empirically have evidence for that. And I'm surprised he didn't use the word empirical there, but I mean, I don't know.
Right.
I think Leo didn't really try that hard this debate, as he does some other debates. Like he let why I think he likes, but I think I've heard him say in another debate that he likes the other person to lead the debate and him just rebut the points that are made. Like he doesn't really like doing what the WifiGospel did, pretty much the whole debate, and being the person asking all the questions and like kind of controlling the debate more. Right. But he likes to rebut what people say more, I guess.
Yep. And I mean, I don't have a problem with that. That kind of a thing is like, yeah, okay, it's everyone's preference on how they want to conduct. I am a lot better in the offense than in the defense. But I think today Leo did perfectly fine. The only thing that was missing, in my opinion, was tying it back to the Bible. And I'll show you what I mean. Give me just a second. Oh, here we go. Let me open a Chrome tab.
Well, while you're doing that, I'll just say something.
Yeah.
With the problem of evil argument, though, I feel like there's something that I think other people mentioned too, that whole situation with Noah and the flood, he killed a whole bunch of innocent people just because there was some people that were bad. I'm pretty sure there was a lot of innocent people of that time. If that story is true that he killed, and he could have avoided that by only killing the bad people. But for some reason, he needed to kill everybody except for these 8 people.
Yep.
To repopulate the earth.
It kind of seriously undermines the idea of God being omnipotent, because he could have just wiped. And I mean, of course, the torture that is dying by drowning, right? So not only he's genocidal, he's also torturous. And he could have avoided simply by banishing the evil people that he did want to kill.
And the people that witnessed that would have been able to verify his existence, because they would have still been alive to verify that. But then he only left it up to 8 people to verify his existence. Yeah,
and of course the incest that had to follow what happened, right? Second Thessalonians. For this reason, God sends them a powerful delusion, leading them to believe what is false, so that all who have not believed the truth, but took pleasure in unrighteousness, will be condemned. You will say to me then, why why then does he still find fault for who can resist his will? But who indeed are you, a human, to argue with God? Will what is molded say to the one who molds it, why have you made me like this? Has the potter no right over the clay to make out of the same lump one object for special use and another for ordinary use? What if God, desiring to show his wrath, omnibenevolence, my ass. Omnibenevolence does not beget wrath. And to make his own power, a little bit of a show off, has endured with much patience the objects of wrath that are made for destruction. So these people are made for destruction. And what if he has done so in order to make them know the riches of his glory for the objects of mercy, which he has prepared beforehand for glory? The Lord has made everything for its purpose, even the wicked for the day of trouble. So yeah, God makes people that are meant to go directly to hell. And this would have, in my opinion, it would have sealed the debate, right?
Yeah. I'm kind of surprised no one else has come on the panel, especially people that are talking trash in the chat.
Jesus told me that Wi-Fi won, and that he would also give me a lecture or something like that. But I guess the prayer for some courage is not working. Jesus, click the link. Come on.
I won't say anything. I'll let you guys duke it out. I'll just sit here and be the moderator, but I won't say anything.
If you want to debate, Jesus, we can debate. There's no problemo. So open discussion. I kind of like that there was somewhat similar times in which they had a little bit control over the conversation. That's good. Wi-Fi, for all his faults, he's a decent interlocutor in the sense that he allows conversation. It's not that to interrupt. He doesn't get like super heat or anything. So I have to give him that. I'll get in contact with him.
He's got passion. He's got passionate. Like he's passionate, but he's not to the point where he's attacking people. Yeah, personally, and doing other things that are probably not. You shouldn't do in a debate, unless you're Iron Horse,
right?
Or other people that do that stuff.
Yeah,
mainly flat earthers.
We know from experience what a horror. Oh, I gave you have max PTSD. Oh, isn't that adorable?
And also, Iron Horse, you need to stop drinking your own piss, man. It's not good for you, man.
Wrecked.
We all saw you drink your own piss. That's why you changed the color on your camera, because you're scared everybody saw your piss drinking. Or it was apple juice. I'll give you. It was either one.
I don't think he drinks apple juice. Wait. You know that I think I have a screenshot of that, right? Let me check. I think I took a screenshot of that before his camera went purple.
He's a Santo Bonacci follower.
I'm pretty sure that I took. Yeah, he does drink piss. Has no respect for guests who... I have no respect for you, motherfucker, because you're a sympathizer of the mustache man. You're generally a horrible human being, and you are so retarded that you just spout nonsense. You get refuted with evidence shown on screen, and you still refuse to concede because you're a stupid ass bitch, a fucking Australian hillbilly.
You're so stupid that you showed your dick on camera in a debate.
Yes,
that's how stupid you are.
I mean, you could have got the whole channel terminated for that silly thing you did. So thoughts on the open discussion, Billy?
Well, I want to clarify first before I say the rest of it. Did WifiGospel actually claim he's infallible?
No, he claims that the only way to have infallible it's through revelation.
Oh, because
Through like revelatory religion,
I
some
was
shit.
like,
Like I don't remember exactly.
because I was like, how can someone be infallible if they have limited knowledge, emotions, and bias? The only person that claims to be infallible is the Pope or like some cult leaders. That's that's the only people I know that claim to be infallible. So okay, he didn't do that at least, but he says that he uses revelation so that he can be infallible or something.
That I don't remember the exact expression that he used. It was that the only way that you can get to infallibilism is through revelatory theology or some shit like that. But I mean, do we have any evidence that it's a revelation, or just people either lying, saying stuff, hallucinating, whatever? I don't know.
And the revelation was in a dream or something. That guy that wrote the revelation, that was a dream he had.
Some are
Because
dreams.
Oh, it's more than one. I thought it was only that one guy, John or whatever, or was it that wrote the revelation?
Yes, I think so. I think it's that wrote the book of Revelation, but the scholarship on that say that it wasn't John. It's just someone else.
Oh.
I mean, we don't know who wrote any of this.
Yeah,
Like the
some people
Gospels.
think. Sorry.
No, go.
Some people think that the book of Genesis is written by Moses, but then other people think it's not. So, like, those 6 first books are written by Moses or something. But then other people claim that they don't know who wrote them.
Right. I mean, there's a bunch of claims. The problem is that we have zero evidence that Moses even existed. We have zero evidence the Jews were ever slaves in Egypt and a bunch of stuff. We start having evidence from King David onwards, and even I'm giving you giving them King David for free, because the one that we know for sure is King Solomon.
But wait, also, how did these books all survive if there was a great flood of the whole earth? How did all these books survive that?
That's a great question.
It's because there wasn't books. They were
oral traditions.
Oral traditions, so they were passed down. So it's like playing that game Telephone. There obviously were mistakes made, because when people are using oral traditions instead of using actual like scriptures or whatever, they can be easily have mistakes in them.
With all that happens with every time you attempt to do oral transmission, there are flaws, inherently flaws in just the transmission of the system. Looks like Leo might have gone to bed.
Yeah, he took that play pit at the end. He was probably like something.
So I honestly don't know where I honestly don't know where WifiGospel was going with all of the questioning, of Leo's epistemology. Like, even if Leo's epistemology was completely false and Leo fumbled, which he didn't, fumbled the whole way through that first half of the open discussion, Wi-Fi still didn't give evidence or a logical argument as to why his position would be the best. He just said the only way you can have knowledge or infallibilism is with revelatory theology, revelation theology. It's like, well, but that's just a baseless assertion. It can be easily dismissed as what it is, a baseless assertion. So
I find it funny that Iron Horse is like talking about flat Earth, and also even if Eratosthenes didn't exist, we can still do that experiment and prove that the Earth is a sphere.
Yeah.
And you guys don't ever do it. You guys say that the Eratosthenes experiment doesn't work, but I've yet to see a flat earther even attempt it.
Yep.
So maybe you should try it.
Beam Me Up Bob says assertions and quote unquote definitions. Yeah, it's just you can't define God into existence. You can make up all the bullshit arguments you want. But when it breaks down, and I don't know why, like T-Jump said this in my debate, like that even if I prove the Bible to be false, that doesn't prove that God doesn't exist. But it proves that their God doesn't exist. So I was very happy to do that. But again, at the first mention of the Bible, the Christians, they just run and hide. They really do not like the Bible.
Should we just start timing him out? Because he obviously is like stupid. Like he's like, prove the sun is nearby the local and local.
No, you can't
we
do
think
that.
We think the sun is 93 million miles away, not nearby and local. Derpy.
Yep. But hold on, I'll wreck you again, like real quick, just like a drive by, Give me 1 second. Where is my link? Just a moment. Hold your horses. I'm going to make you look like a complete moron. There you go. Boom, 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 boom. Getting the link. Ah, perfect. Copy link. Oh, I'm going to embarrass you so hard. So hard. All right, Tin Pony. So these are actual measurements plotted in a diagram. And oh, look. People see the sun in like literally widely different places. Now, what happens when we put this on a globe? Oh, everyone is looking at the same side. Wrecked. Absolutely demolished. You senile old fart.
The only reason why we're going to time you out, Iron Horse, is because you're not talking about the debate. You're talking about flat Earth, and the debate was not about flat Earth. If you want to talk about flat Earth, you can go somewhere else and talk about flat Earth.
Testify.
That's not the topic. That's why I was asking if I could time you out. I'm not going to time you out, though. I asked if I could time you out first.
Just start.
Give
him 1 minute and to piss him off. Just give him 1 minute over and over. Greg Sanic, what's a flirt if not a skeptic being skeptical? It seems I see them as two opposite ends of the rationality spectrum, from uber gullible to brain dead stubborn. Fair enough. Yeah, that is a fair assessment. Now, there was in the side chat Jim Bob saying that atheists don't have a standard for truth. And we do. Our standard for truth is that which comports to reality. And since you can't make any, you can't produce any evidence for God, then God doesn't comport to reality. And so that would mean that I'm justified in saying God is not true. Very simple reasoning on that. Not that hard at all. So yeah. Go ahead, Billy.
Well, yeah, it's why, like, there's so many reasons to doubt that God exists, but mainly it's because I think Leo made like I think he should have expanded more on the problem of evil, because it's a very complex thing that he could have mentioned all the things about why did in the Genesis story did God let the snake influence Eve into eating the apple anyways? So then he let some snake, if that story is true, he let a snake influence her into eating the apple, and then he's going to punish them because some snake convinced them, even though they didn't know, they supposedly didn't have the knowledge, I guess, to know, because that's why when they ate the apple, then they were able to gain the knowledge. So why would he? And he told them not to eat from the tree. But if someone doesn't know anything any better, and then someone tells them, hey, it's good to eat from the tree, how is it their fault that they were tricked into it? I don't really see the and then all of all of humanity. Well, actually, no. If it wasn't for that, then humanity wouldn't have existed, because that was why she was able to give birth, or that was why women give birth, is because of that. That's the story of why women gave birth.
No,
So it's
wait,
like,
that part, in the end, it's not correct. What she was cursed to feel pain when giving birth. So the birth part, they were supposed to create children, but be fruitful and multiply and so on. But she was cursed to be in pain while giving birth. But the other point that you were making, I agree. God lied because he said that they would surely die, and then the snake actually told the truth. When you eat of this tree, you will be like God, knowing good from evil, right?
Yeah. But also, why didn't he know where they were too? If he's all knowing, why did he ask?
That is true.
Where art thou? And they had to come out, and he asked why they were covered up. He should have already known why they were covered up. He should have known they ate from the tree. They had to tell him. So they were honest about eating from the tree too. So he should have forgave them for being honest about it.
And I mean, at the end of the day, if you didn't want them to eat from the tree, maybe just put a little fence on it. And then after that incident, God put, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I might be slightly off on the details, but I think God put 1 or 2 angels with flaming swords to guard the tree so that no one would ever eat from it again. So it wasn't a problem of logistics. It was just that God fucked up massively. Which those are the things that I kind of like. The things that are accessible to everyone, that just come from reading the book. And that
and
is
it's at the beginning.
Yeah, it's at the first couple of pages.
Yeah.
And that's Christians scramble. Like, look at Jesus. He didn't come on.
And also that God thought that the moon was a lesser light for some reason to rule the night.
Lesser light.
And we know that's why Matthew Hakim says it's not, he thinks it's not a rock in the sky, it's the light, because that's what the Bible, and other people think it's because that's what the Bible says. So they take it literally.
Tim Davidson for $5. Thank you so much. I'm skeptical of Flurf's skepticism. It is in a stubborn lack of wanting to understand. Yes, and they want to be special. They want to, because most of them are complete idiots. So this makes them feel like they're the special ones and everyone else is an idiot, which is completely false. Completely false. And again, Tim Davidson for $2. Justice for Snake. Rock hard for Doug. Moorhen. I don't know what Moorhen is at the end. Do you mind telling me, Tim? But thank you so much for that. Well, Jesus apparently ran away. Steve wouldn't have eaten the fucking apple.
Maybe that Jesus guy was resurrected.
Yeah. That's wild. Let me check. Should have made more notes, but I was a little bit distracted. Booty calling.
Yeah, I stopped making notes now. It's like, I don't know. It was okay at first, but now I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm trying to think what else came up. You know, have you noticed that the less people we have in the after show, the faster it goes? It's funny.
Well, yeah. It'll probably be a short one.
Yeah.
Because, well, I mean, I'm surprised not as many people showed up. I was actually expecting other people to be on the show. That's why I didn't make notes. So I kind of I should have made
Right.
the notes just in case.
Yeah. I should be the one doing that as the king of the after show. But so isn't that adorable? A Maverick being frank, atheist crying, no one's crying.
I'm not
No
atheist
one
too.
is crying.
I'm not atheist though.
Shows Wi-Fi 1 ran out of talking points. Oh, I didn't run out of talking points. It's just that the debate it didn't have a wide range of topics. They covered like a couple of things, and we've already talked about that. Now, Frank, you know that there's a link right there. There's a link right there that you can click. I'm pretty sure that you won't, but yeah.
Are you certain that WifiGospel won?
Yeah.
Like, because he was trying to argue about certainty, and it didn't seem like he was able to. He thinks that there's absolute truth somehow.
Yes.
Without actually having any evidence for that.
Yeah.
Because there's always a chance that you could be wrong.
He asserted a bunch of things, and Frank, you're kind of showing that your balls are made of pussy. Just
the only
FYI.
If you actually believe in God, the only person that would have absolute truth would be God, not you, not mankind, not men, because we have limited knowledge.
Yep. Tim Davidson says, for $5, thank you so much. Oh, that's adorable that you think you can bully me in my own house. Click the link, fucker. Click the link. Tim Davidson, for $5, thank you so much. The Skeptic, Lisa the Rainbow Giraffe, spreads love upon you, Morel Hen. Okay, thank you so much.
I guess his mouth is broken, but his hands are still work, but his mouth is wired.
Yeah.
He's got his jaw wired shut or something.
Yeah, it's what we call a yapologist. Come in, Frank, would you like to come on and so we can show everyone how you don't know the Bible and that I can cook you on your own religion any day of the week?
I'll stay out of it too. I won't say anything.
And he said, look, check this out. 1 second. Billy is ashamed to be associated with atheism. No, he's not.
I just don't think that I'm more of agnostic, so I think that I don't know, but I actually maybe even think Gnosticism is what I believe in now, but I can't actually justify that, so I'm more agnostic than anything.
Yep. Oh, I can respond in writing. So, like a gigantic blue whale gaping pussy, you could drive a bus into it. Gigantic. Why don't you pray for some courage right now and click the link and come on? Say, I don't want to bully you, and now you're complaining like, I can respond in writing. Oh. You know, pussies here get timed out. Pussies here get, like, timed out. Start giving him 10 seconds whenever you feel like it. I don't like cowards in the chat. I prefer people that have balls of steel or brass, not gigantic blue whale gaping pussies. But it's okay, Frank. I would be scared of myself if I were you also. This whole thing about truth. When it comes to truth, there are some paths that we can do, and I agree with Leo that, for example, when you say that a bachelor is an unmarried man, that is just definitionally true. So you don't really need a justification other than, oh, this is the meaning of the word. If you want to call that a justification, then that's fine. But that also needs to be covered in the fact that words change, and more often than not, they do change, and the meanings get altered and so on, because language is Language is a thing that people do. It's not. There is no intrinsic meaning to words. We just allow a collection of sounds, and we ascribe a meaning, but it is as subjective as things can be. But within that, the analogy that I like to use is the rules of chess are subjective. They're completely made up. We could arbitrarily change all the rules of chess tomorrow into something else. That being said, within a completely arbitrary and subjective framework like the rules of chess, for any given hand at any given moment, there is usually an objective move that leads to the best outcome for the player, right? So even within a fully subjective framework, we can have objectivity, or at the very least, intersubjectivity, which is the thing that I like.
I've never heard anybody use this argument against the married bachelor, but I feel like there is a potential way, but I could be wrong about this, is that if someone is married but then they separate from their wife, they're considered a bachelor, so they could still be married and be a bachelor at the same time if they're separated from their wife and they still haven't been divorced yet.
I don't think because the status is you are married until you get the divorce. So even though you're separated, you're still married, even though you are not with that person. So I don't think that overrides it.
I guess it depends on what you consider bachelor is, because I consider a bachelor someone that's like looking for another partner, but then again, they wouldn't have been married already, or they wouldn't still be married, I guess.
I mean, that would be a good. I don't care about this enough to even think about too hard.
Yeah, it's kind of stupid.
But that would be a great thing to ask Leo, if how he because Leo loves philosophy. I don't, and he would probably be the best to answer.
I'm probably wrong because That's why I said I'm probably wrong,
but it's an interesting thing. I don't know really the answer. I would tend to think that because until you are administratively divorced, that you're still married, even though there can be like a separation from.
You're legally separated, but you're still married until the divorce is finalized.
Dumbass. Number one, don't talk back to, like, you got modeled. Take the L and don't bring up if you have to appeal to that to make your point, you're just a fucking delusional bastard. And don't bring up that again, because I will just ban you. Oh, says the fucking pussy ass bitch, too scared to click the link that is right there, and you can come talk to my face. You are literally whining right now. If I were you, I would be embarrassed.
If you got a phone, you can join. You don't even need to have a computer. You can just join with your phone.
Yep. I mean, let me just put it to you this way. You're scared of a fucking third worlder whose native language isn't even English and who is right now barefoot and with no pants on. That's who you're scared of. You're like, you couldn't possibly be any more bigger of a pussy than that.
I got slippers on, so I'm not barefoot. I have barefoot in my slippers, but I'm not barefoot.
Oh, no, I'm barefoot because, I have no shoes because third world.
I like wearing slippers now for some reason. I don't know.
It's hot as hell. It's hot as hell
Oh,
right
yeah.
here, right now. I'm sweating my ass off.
Well, yeah, here it's not. It's like 0 degrees Celsius. Yeah. Today it's not that cold as it was the other days.
Your Victoria says, everyone, pants off in support of Max. Thank you so much. Tim Davidson for $5 says, why do they always pick on atheists? We're religious Switzerland. Shouldn't they be fighting each other? Well, pretty much, yeah. I've been on debate where it's me debating a bunch of theists on the MDD Discord, for example, and the moment one of them makes like a tiny claim that because they have different denominations, they will completely forget about the atheists and go hard against each other. I've seen that happen like countless times between me arguing against Christians, between me arguing against Christians and Muslims, and then one of them says something and then they go at each other and they completely forget you're there.
Yeah, those Mormons and Jehovah's Witnesses, they definitely get it shit on.
If something supernatural is the best explanation, we should consider it. It's not. It's supernatural doesn't exist, you fucking delusional bastard. You would have to demonstrate. I don't know if you know this because you seem like a very stupid person. Supernatural would have to be proven or shown to exist. No one in the history of the world has ever been able to demonstrate a single supernatural claim beyond a reasonable doubt. And if you think you could, you can go to the James Randi Foundation and claim $1 million. Guess why no one has claimed that in like 20 years? Because the supernatural doesn't exist.
Or their claims are based only on personal experience, and they can't actually show it. Yeah, they can't actually show it empirically. They can only mention their personal experience they had, and usually it's pretty weak anyways. Like it's like they had a dream or something that God talked to them, and they are like, oh, I know it was God because reasons, and they don't actually say the reasons why, and they want to change the topic very quickly after they mention it most of the time.
Canadian Space Advocate says they actually don't do the challenge anymore. They don't do it anymore. Fuck, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, because he died.
He died.
I think they were still doing it for a bit after he died, though.
Look at this idiot. Like, tell James Randi to message me. Like, that's not how that works. You would have to do the work. Like, what kind of a lazy ass bastard are you?
Are you a medium? Like, you can talk to him. If you can talk to dead people, you can talk to him.
You won't click the link. You want James Randi to call you. Like, what are you on about? Like, how delusional has religion made you? Get back to reality, my guy. Get back.
You got a Ouija board? You can try talking to him with a Ouija board, or ask a medium, and maybe you can talk to James Randi.
I guess that I would have to press. I'll email James to see if I can get the debate with WifiGospel. See, maybe make him crash out on the Bible a little bit. Because I don't know. I think honestly today, Leo, if you watch this later, I think that you could have really driven the point home if you just had some Bible verses. If you want, Leo, for the future, you can. If you want for the future, you can ask me, and I can help you get some Bible verses that support your argument. God doesn't exist, dumbass.
I forget the guy who schooled WifiGospel the one time. He made him look silly because he asked him about. I forget even what he asked him about, but he made him like say what he was talking about, and he was unable to do it. I forget who it was though. I wish I remembered. So
do you think Justin?
From
Deconstruction Zone?
I don't know, maybe, but it was definitely some. I need to look at the past debates and maybe I could figure it out.
Yeah, I think that the person that embarrassed him the most was Justin. Because that was the debate that I told you. They were talking about the debate topic was, did Jesus fulfill biblical prophecy? And WifiGospel didn't want to talk about prophecy at all. He basically ran the same script. Oh, the atheist can't have knowledge because I say so.
Yeah, it probably was that debate, but he uses the same tactics, but he didn't really push the knowledge as much this time, but he did touch on it a bit, though.
Yeah.
Saying that you need to have knowledge to have God.
No, we have a Christian reset. He just said only God can be prayed to, and now he says this other bullshit. Only God can be prayed to because only He can hear prayers. Dumbass. How can God hear prayers if He's not here? How can God hear prayer from outside of the universe? How can God hear prayer without ears? How can God hear prayer when we know that, for example, my voice has a finite range that it can be heard at? And if you go past that range, you don't hear it. This is just another baseless claim. And then, yeah, God doesn't exist. If the claim is unfalsifiable, you're dumb for saying that. If the claim is falsifiable, thank you for confirming it's a scientific hypothesis. Oh, you're crashing out so hard. It's adorable. The claim is not unfalsifiable because negatives don't require justification. In order, for example, I am perfectly justified in saying unicorns don't exist because no one has ever seen that. Now, if you say unicorns do exist, then you have to prove that. And this is the same thing. I say God doesn't exist because there is no evidence for it, because this book is false, and I can literally cook you on it like a rotisserie chicken. And the burden of proof is on you. You have a positive claim. You say God exists. You have to prove it. You have to show evidence. You have to show evidence. Yeah, so does meditation, and it's the same. It's only because it's a meditative, like a calming state. You could just not pray and sit down and relax, and it has the same effect. So wrecked. Absolutely wrecked. I do know what unfalsifiable means, and you're just a moron who is a fucking pussy. And I am going to go get laid, so we're going to end the after show right now.
Okay.
AM, you're a fucking pussy. So here, take 24-hour timeout. Fuck you.
You can practice yoga too.
You can.
They do meditation, yeah.
And that would be heretical as fuck, because all of the yoga poses are sort of nods to other gods. And Frank, the biggest thing is you keep yapping in the chat, but if prayer worked, you could actually pray for some courage to come here, right? But you chose the way of the coward, so 24-hour timeout. Next time, make sure to put on your balls. Or, well, maybe pray to grow a couple before coming and yapping on here, all right? Billy, final thoughts, and we'll be on our way because Booty Girl is lighting up.
Yeah, I won't say too much because there wasn't really too much else to say. I pretty much said everything I wanted to say. And yeah, good. Well, I mean, the booty call is definitely more important than what's happening right now. So I'm jealous, but at the same time, my time will come.
I mean, it's your way. It's not that hard. It's seriously not that hard.
I got Pamela and her 5 sisters.
Tim Davidson for $5. Thank you so much. Midget Psychic escapes jail. Small, medium at large. He escaped climbing down a ladder. He was a little condescending. Thank you so much, Tim.
And don't worry,
Tim-
Flatsoid, I'm not gonna cry after I.
Oh, Flato is crying. Flato is crying because we're getting super chats. That's he's very envious of people that get super chats.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was crying the other day that Mike from the Drunk Debunk Show gets super chat. He's like, yeah, dude, people like watching us. People like our style. We are entertaining. Flato, there is zero appeal in what you do. You're not funny. You're not witty. You're kind of like very dumb. You're a flat earther. And flat earthers are broke. So, I mean, is it our fault that you make no money? No. Even Oakley's super jealous of I don't know if you guys saw Toon. We raided Oakley's show and got you were there, Billy, right?
I was there,
we
but
got-
wait. I was scared to say something because I didn't want to be raped too, because he was supposedly
Oh, yes.
raping everybody.
Yes. He was like, yeah, I'm
Maybe next
raping.
time.
I mean, it would be a shame if someone reported him to the UK authorities for saying stuff like that. I'm not going to do it because I'm no fucking snitch. But it would be a shame if someone else did that.
Well, I guess he likes doing that to men. I mean, doing it in general is bad, but he prefers men, I guess. He likes to have sex with men.
Yep.
Nothing wrong with that, but I thought he didn't like it, but I guess he likes to have sex with men.
I guess. But it's not gay because it's aggressive. That's like
it's like jail.
That's like his yeah.
It's not gay because it's like I'm in jail. I'm showing dominance.
Yeah. Yes.
His wife likes to watch too. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, she's the cuckold in the relationship.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure she's also the one with the balls.
Those pepper grinders he must like to use them on somebody.
Yep. All right, people. I think Leo did fine. WifiGospel needs to he's a one-trick pony. He needs to get some. I don't know if it's because he's Orthodox and he's not allowed to discuss the Bible. I've heard that until they reach a certain level within the church, they're not allowed to do that. But Leo did as well as he could have done. I just think that a little bit extra Bible verses would have really driven that point home.
But wait, are you gonna raid FTFE because he's doing the 24-hour?
Oh yeah, good. Thank you for reminding me that.
Yeah, he's maybe there's I don't know. There's probably a lot of people there because usually late at night there's still people. So yeah, but still.
Yep. Let's do FTFA.
Make sure to type Yerba Mate raid in the chat.
Where is it? Why? What the hell? Why?
I don't even know how to do it on YouTube. I only know how to do it on Twitch.
Oh, FTFE. Wait, what the fuck?
Oh, why wait, he ended it? Ended it. No flirts. Oh.
Wait, did it stop?
Yeah, he's going to start again tomorrow. Lindsay said, okay.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
No flirts showed up, yeah.
All right. Well, no problemo. With that, people, thank you, everyone. Before we all make sure to do a social thing is like, share, subscribe, send this to a friend, send this to your significant other, go to the corner, yes, the corner of your street, and just subscribe to Yerba Mate Talks. And that way we can share that up for the channel. We made AM completely crap his pants. Jesus puffed his chest on the MD chat, also crapped his pants. Tomorrow I have something so special. I've had that video saved since since pretty much last year around October that I came across. It's a video from March 2025, a few months after Whitsitt went to the to Antarctica and the final experiment. And oh my God, it's a lesson in copium, and also Whitsitt is wearing one hell of a very pretty blouse. So that one we're doing tomorrow. So that will be fun. You know, I love covering Whitsitt. He's my spirit animal.
It's like Michael Scott. He thought it was a men's blouse, but really it was a woman's blouse.
Yes,
In the
exactly.
office.
Exactly. All right, Billy, thank you so much for helping me out with the after show. Hope you're doing awesome. Take care of with the winter and all. We'll catch you all tomorrow. Love you all. Bye.